I know that the media and the attention and the focus is on one single thing. Is there a war between the dollar and the yuan? Is there going to be a breakthrough? It's not what I'm most focused on. What I'm most focused on is the ability of people to actually talk to each other, listen to each other, appreciate the difficulties that one faces at home, whether it's in the US, whether it's in China. Each and every country, each and every region has its own set of difficulties and challenges to deal with, and we need to find the appropriate way to respond collectively to those challenges.
But Germany, for example, says that bondholders should be sharing some of the pain in taking a haircut. Do you agree with this proposal?
All stakeholders must participate in the gains and losses of any particular situation. And you know, when we talk about the private sector's involvement, we have already applied that principle, because at the time of the Greece difficulties, for instance, we asked banks to keep their exposure on the country. And we can also insist on having in any issuance and in any agreements in relation to such issuance, those collective action clause under which any lender agrees that if something goes wrong, the lender will actually participate in the plan that will solve the difficulty. In the same vein, you can have rescheduling over time as well.
Minister, markets are concerned about Ireland's finances, and the sovereign debt crisis seems to be resurfacing. What can the other European countries do to give a hand to this problem?
Ireland is actually delivering very much against the plan that it proposed to the Ministers of Finance a while back to restore its public finances. Clearly, more work is underway. And as far as the sovereign debt is concerned, my understanding is that Ireland has covered its needs until mid-2011. So you see major spreads and you see great variation again on very, very limited amount at the moment. And I'd rather focus on a longer-term picture and on general trends to see where it's going.
Minister, 6 months ago, the market's uncertainty actually almost brought Europe to its knees. What tells you this time that it's not going to be the same? How do you keep that?
You know what's happened in the last 6 months? We've put together a financial instrument which is equipped with nearly 650 billion euros. Sorry, 750 billion euros, because if you add the IMF component to it. And that's, you know, an instrument that is available, a fund that is rated AAA, that can go out to the market and borrow. And we feel confident that this is the right tool that was missing in the European equation to make sure that we'll support each other.
So the markets are just seeing a blip, or they're just variating?
No, the markets are reacting collectively as they often do, and there is a level of uncertainty from their point of view. And what I'm saying is that we are very solid and very determined in putting in place the discipline that we've always said we would respect.